shoulder press. You guys can check out Mona's page on this one too. I give you little details of how I want you guys to do this. This is going to be an extreme heavy front shoulder press. A couple big tricks. Now this is more of an isolated shoulder press, so two different ways to do it. You'll see when he goes up heavier how we're going to try to get the bar out in front of our faces. And we also both bring it down to the chest, which is a great way to do this. When you do extreme heavy, do the best you can on range of motion. Now you see the difference there. This is I am 100% okay with. This is great. This is good power. This is where the isolation is on the front deltoid. Elbows are forward, ass is out. That way you're not hitting yourself. Now, this is more of an isolation bodybuilding style. So now the elbows are really forward, bringing it all the way down. Ass is back. And bring it around your face. Now you got to control it around your face. You can see how I'm looping it in, looping it out. Now this is not going to be extremely heavy. This is going to be moderate weight, but better form. Again, you're going 100%, obviously, for the range you're doing. So I'm just setting his legs and trying to explain to you guys everything's coming up through his body. We had somebody that was training with us today, and his feet were underneath him, which, again, is not the position you want. Great set, great power here. It's great training with Doug because Doug's just a big, strong guy, 300-pound beast. No quit in him, and he just loves training heavy, which I love to do that with anybody like that. Now, again, this is the isolation. Now the ass is back. Again, you'll see my elbows are a little bit more forward. Either way is fine. I like it forward more just to over-exaggerate that front deltoid. I'll do more of the elbows to the side when I'm doing behind the neck or extreme power. Either way, great way to do it. Both perfect. This is rear delt on the bench. You'll notice how far forward in the rotation with the pinkies we're going. So this is a real isolation exercise. If you can do this and then hold it even at the top, it's even better. So it's not a basic rear delt exercise. You can see the range of motion here again. Also, it's the arch forward. That's one huge point of it. And then the pinkies up. So that is the little keys that you may not see or notice if you're just kind of watching going, okay, that's just rear delts. Easy enough. Rear delts, I know how to do it. It's actually 3 different ways that we could do it right on this bench here. Look at that. Good range of motion. Elbows in fronty. So this is power. This is regular. And this is isolation. Okay, so 3 different ways. All of them work rear delts. Obviously, the weight matters on the position you're going at. This way, I would say go 100. Again, 100%. Do the best you can. But if you can be strong in this position, that is great. It is a tough position to pull those elbows that far forward and also stop at the top and hold. You'll see a beat of a second there trying to hold that weight. And the pinky. There's the key points there. There's no pinky when you're doing the power. You're just getting that shit up. That's all you're doing. Trying to get as heavy as you possibly can. Go as heavy as you possibly can. Mids, you can still go heavy. Maybe a little rotation there on the mids if you want to do it. And then obviously the high. Now you could also even go one more notch on this and go straight up in front. And that is still rear delts. Now here's the great thing about this big monster. You know, you got a 330, 40-pound guy. So much muscle and strong. Little owies here and there. So he's got a banged up shoulder, but he's still doing this with us. Now I'm explaining this. Your trainer's going to say, hey, keep your back straight. This isn't a back exercise. I don't care where your posture is on this. You can lean all the way and arch all the way forward. I would rather you do it that way. That way, everything's relaxed and focus is right on the rear delt. If you are doing power at that position, then you can straighten out your back. I'm okay with that. But sometimes your trainers are just too anal and the position they're trying to get you in is just silly. especially because they're always trying to keep your back straight for every exercise, which is no point in that. Just kind of going over those positions again. Really stayed on this today. Jeffrey threw all this in there for you guys. You could look at that. See how he's just all the way forward. And it's not a huge movement either. It's not a huge movement. It's not even going that high. But again, it's rear delts. And the position you're going, you're not going to be able to bring them up that high. So just take all this into consideration as you are doing this today. And yes, we are doing rear delts as the second exercise today. That's something that I think a lot of you are going to go, hey, wait a minute. Wouldn't you do side laterals first? Upright rows, front raises? Nope. And on this one is the burnout set. So what we did was we went 12 in front, up high, 12 to the side, and then 12 regular. So finish with the power. Now we're using the Titan 2.0 bar. We got that down at Powerhouse, down at Dave Fisher Powerhouse Gym. This bar you're going to absolutely love when we get the full release on it. And again, on this thing, hands in and then pull out as you come up. There you go. Oh, I like how that looks. That really explains what we're doing there. Hands are in and then out. In and then out. It's a tough bar, but I freaking love it because it's so built for athletes. And so I cannot wait for Titan to get on this bad boy. Again, now, you may be watching this going, that's not the best form. Again, he's working around an injury, so this is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Doug could have gotten heavier than all of us on this thing. He's playing to our ego and being kind to us. He could have threw a couple 45s on either side. But yeah, great range of motion. And I like that too. These guys are both 300 and 340 pounds guys, and they're still using the Titan 2.0 bar. And only using 95 pounds on this, and it got us pumped. Everything too, the front, side, rear delts. Okay, front raises. Just nice little front raises again. He's working around injuries and stuff. So again, he's a great example of all you guys that have maybe owies and you don't train or you gave up. See, that's why he's going to be a legend, because he continues to work and keeps working through this stuff. I like doing single arm front raises, and I'll point it and bring it inside so I really squeeze that upper head of the shoulder. Feels great. I try, mostly today, dieted down. I tried not to swing on these and on side laterals the best I could. You're still going to get some motion in there, and I'm fine with that, guys. Don't worry about it. Again, you're going to get most of these experts say that's not good. You're going to get most of these Instagram pages actually put up stuff and say, don't do it this way. Both ways are right. Both ways are 100% correct. Especially when you go back to the old school guys and you watch how they lifted. Man, there's so much momentum in their lifting, from Arnold to Franco to everybody. All right, now, this is a special gift from not me, not these guys, but Gary Stridham, one of the top Mr. Olympias in the 80s and 90s, guest posed, and I got to go back and just sit down with him, and later on in my career, I got to become friends with him. But Gary was not a huge collarbone guy, so he didn't have really wide natural shoulders, so he had to develop his shoulders to make them extremely huge, to give that appearance on stage, to balance out the physique. And so he gave me a little trick, and I'm going to give it to you guys today. No problem. I love doing this. It's a hand-me-down from Gary Stridham, and so give him a shout-out. He would finish up his shoulder workouts with 3 sets of 25 reps. Again, 3 sets, 25 reps. Now, On this one, my recommendation is use a good weight that you can get 25 reps with. I barely got past 25 pounds for 3 sets of 25. I did a couple different forms. I did pinkies up, thumb up, but again, it's still 3 sets, 25 reps, and it was on fire. We did pop the top, but Jeffrey did not put it in here, so I'm assuming it did not look up to par. What's great about today is we are doing the universe diet, and so today is the 4th day, and you guys know 3 days low, 1 day high, 3 days low, 1 day high. So you can kind of see my form. I try to keep it upright and lean back a little bit to get a little bit more rear delt into that action. What? Rear delt? Yeah. Because on top of that, my pinkies, I'm trying to float my pinkies back and up. Now a little switch again. So we keep doing it different ways here. But man, the shoulders, I mean, you could honestly see it. And now I'm just finishing it out. Now I'm just trying to get that 25. So at that stage, just let the arms come in front and get it up there. Great angle on Jeffrey, giving you the feel of what the gym was like today. Again, we have to do voiceovers because of the fact that they got that music rocking. What I love this one is Big Doug. You can see those shoulders, just monster. Again, you're talking about a 300-pound guy with low body fat. And so it's great to train with him again because he's got no off switch. That's about it for shoulders today, guys. Shoulders? Shoulders. So boulder shoulders are done. I will see you guys tomorrow. Comment below. Subscribe to this page for new workouts, new videos. Also, let me know what you guys would like to see, and I will put it down there. And who you'd like to see me collab with. Keep in mind, I do like to collab with people that I'm going to learn something from or are motivational or good people. If they're not good people, most likely I've not shot with them or stopped shooting with them. And Jeffrey said, this is it, guys. We're going to finish it off with a big 340-pound monster doing side laterals. Thank you, Gary Stridham, for this tip. Again, subscribe to this channel so you guys get it. All the information. The Universe Diet is going great.